Happy Shanty-a-Day number 410! I'm Sky.
I'm Sega.
And we're siblings.
And we sing sea shanties and sea shanty adjacent music.
And it's Friday.
It is Friday. It's April 30th, and that means that it is Walpurgisnacht.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sehr gut.
It is. Huh?
Very good.
Gesundheit.
No. Well, that's also German. That's good. So
Walpurgisnacht is a primarily German holiday. That is actually we'll get to that in a second. That is the celebration of Saint Walpurga. Did I get that correctly?
Walpurga.
Yes, Saint Walpurga, who was canonized for her crusades against rats, vermin, and witchcraft. Now, interestingly enough, Walpurgisnacht, Walpurgisnacht, sorry, well, either one.
It's night.
Is generally thought of as the excuse me, as the halfway point between
Halloween.
Yes, Halloween, Samhain. And interestingly enough, it is so on Walpurgisnacht. Pull up my information here. It is in Germany. It is thought that the on these two nights, both Samhain and Walpurgisnacht, the veil between worlds separating the living and the dead, the seen and the unseen, thins, allowing devils, demons, and witches to mingle openly among us. Among us. Many of them, it said, gather on the Brocken, the highest peak in Germany's Harz mountain range, which is surrounded by a deep, dark, and wild forest that's often shrouded in thick mist and inhabited by strange, otherworldly beings. Now, interestingly, this day, and really sort of this period of time, give or take a week or so, is celebrated by a number of countries within Europe and Scandinavia. Even those that have minimal or no minimal Catholic influence. So it's often considered that what is now Walpurgisnacht, similar to Samhain before it, or Samhain along with it, was originally probably another pagan festival of some sort. That the Catholic Church was then like, hey, you know what's cool? Saints and going to church. Anyway, we're not here to talk about religious things, but we are here to sing a song about a witch.
In witch hats.
And in witch hats.
Yes.
So this is one that we've done before, and it's shanty adjacent back in October, and it is shanty adjacent because it's a Stan Rogers chart. And any Stan Rogers song is at least shanty adjacent. It's called "The Witch of the West-mer-land." Now the song doesn't ordinarily have a chorus, but we've repurposed, because singing along is fun. We've repurposed one of the verses as the chorus. It's a
and when you listen to Stan Rogers play, he plays almost like a chorus.
Yeah, an instrumental
in between
over
an instrumental one. So we've borrowed from his lead there.
Thanks, Dan. So we're going to teach you that chorus, which is also the song's second verse. Lyrics are down below. So turn your stallion's head, till his red mane flies in the wind, and the rider of the moon goes by, and the bright star falls behind. And clear was the paling moon, when his shadow passed him by. Below the hills were the brightest stars, when he heard the owlet cry.
Lots of words.
Yeah, lots of words. Very, very evocative. And honestly, the imagery and all this, I talked a little bit about this.
Great.
It's very, I really dig. Like, it's
very
much an Arthurian legend sort of a feel to it. It's really
great story.
Big fan of this one.
Yep.
But yeah, and that's all there is to it. And it's the melody follows, because it's the second verse. The melody follows the same way every verse. So once you've sung the chorus, you know the melody of the song. So sing all the verses. We got the lyrics down there. But yeah,
Ready?
are you ready?
I guess we'll find
Am
out.
I ready? There are a lot of words.
Not for me.
You're welcome. Pale was the wounded knight that bore the rowan shield. Loud and cruel were the ravens' cries that feasted in the field, saying, Beck, water cold and clear will never clean your wound. There's none but the witch of the West-mer-land that can make thee hale and sound. So turn, turn your stallion's head till his red mane flies in the wind, and the rider of the moon goes by, and the bright star falls behind. And clear was the paling moon when his shadow passed him by. Below the hills were the brightest stars when he heard the owlet cry, saying, Why do you ride this way, and wherefore came you here? I seek the witch of the West-mer-land that dwells by the winding mere, and it's weary by the Yule's water and the misty brake fern way, till through the cleft in the Kirkstone Pass the winding water lay. He said, Lie down, me brindled hound, and rest, me good grey hawk, and thee, my steed, may graze thy fill, for I must dismount and walk. But come when ye hear my horn, and answer swift the call, for I fear ere the sun will rise you will serve me best of all. So turn, turn your stallion's head till his red mane flies in the wind, and the rider of the moon goes by, and the bright star falls behind. And clear was the paling moon when the shadows passed him by. Below the hills were the brightest stars when he heard the owlet cry. And it's down to the water's brim he's borne the rowan shield, and the golden rod he has cast in to see what the lake might yield. And wet she rose from the lake, and fast and fleet went she, one half the form of a maiden fair, with a jet black mare's body. And loud, long, and shrill he blew, till his steed was by his side. High overhead the grey hawk flew, and swiftly did he ride, saying, Course well, me brindled hound, and fetch me the jet black mare. Stoop and strike, my good grey hawk, and bring me the maiden fair. So turn, turn your stallion's head till his red mane flies in the wind, and the rider of the moon goes by, and the bright star falls behind. And clear was the paling moon when his shadow passed him by. Below the hills were the brightest stars when he heard the owlet cry. She said, Pray sheathe thy silvery sword, lie down thy rowan shield, for I see by the briny blood that flows you've been wounded in the field. And she stood in a gown of the velvet blue, bound round with a silver chain, and she kissed his pale lips once and twice, then 3 times round again. And she's bound his wounds with the golden rod, full fast in her arms he lay, and he has arisen hale and soon with the sun high in the day. She said, Ride with your brindled hound at heel, and your good grey hawk in the hand. There's none can harm the knight who's been with the witch of the West-mer-land. So turn, turn your stallion's head till his red mane flies in the wind, and the rider of the moon goes by, and the bright star falls behind. And clear was the paling moon when his shadow passed him by. Below the hills were the brightest stars when he heard the owlet cry.
Yeah! What a great song.
Love it.
Ugh.
That's so good.
Such
I love
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
A great story. Neat.
it. Very neat.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Walpurgisnacht. And you made it halfway to Halloween. Here we are. And you made it to Friday.
And you made it to Friday.
Yeah.
Lots of milestones today.
Yep. Get your shanty merch.
Mm-hmm.
Watch all the streams. Support all the people. do all the things. And
That's all I got.
all right. Hey, be safe. We love you. And we'll see you again tomorrow.
Bye.